Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the third seed in this playoff, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Single back, takes the handoff. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? At the 20. The 10. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, all the film work that they've done to get ready for this game, here we are in the opening drive. They see exactly what they thought they might see based on their film work. It pays off, and this back had a ton of space to show you what kind of speed he has.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They call the draw play here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Handoff from the shotgun. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Important second down play coming up. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Drop him back. Looking to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Here here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. Can he get there on the ground? That'll pick up a first down out of the 37.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
And looking to throw now on first down. Receiver makes the grab. And a big gain across midfield moves the ball inside the enemy 40-yard line.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality is seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Boy, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
Now here's the toss play. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Second and goal for the offense. Looking to throw. It's Davis. He's got it right near the end zone. Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
So 2 chances to score a touchdown in the red zone already. They came up short. Now it's third and goal. And the quarterback's going to sneak it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri. And just a simple sneak to earn the 6 points, Kirk.
Yeah, no need to overthink it. The sneak works exactly as it's designed, and you get the score.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Here's a kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. The SMU offense is back out on the field now. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? The ball is caught.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
Brought down to the 28, and it's good enough for a first down. And the Mustangs come to the line to run the hurry-up. First down, looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Looking to pass here on second down. quick completion to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. Makes a quick catch. Breaking free at midfield. Rips off a big gain all the way to the plus 43-yard line.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Good throw to the left. The sophomore quarterback fortunate that didn't end in an interception.
Chris, as this game evolves every year with college football, we see more and more versions of some kind of spread offense. It puts so much pressure on this linebacker position because they're asked to do so much. This linebacker is able to sit back in zone, be comfortable in space, make the right read, and be able to be in place to knock the ball away.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Drop him back. They're going to throw for the first down. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on the third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now in that conversion.
Completion makes it 2nd down.
SMU 0.
Looking to throw yet again. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now. The Mustangs come up to the line in the hurry-up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. 2nd down and goal. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, SMU. That kind of execution, a long drive. That's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And the point after is right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field, trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been unstoppable today. Well, the big fellows, Kirk, flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Looking to pass. It's Davis. Looking to scramble. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Using his legs here. And they chased him down and tried to run for it, but it'll bring up 4th down. So no hesitation. The offense is on the field to go for it here. It's a crucial play. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. And the ball to the ground. Now the defense has got it going the other way.
You know, with wide receivers, we get enamored with their size and their speed and their versatility and their ability to make plays after the catch. But none of those things are more important than taking care of the ball. He makes the catch, but he doesn't secure the football, and it's a fumble.
Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't you, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. He's going for a big play downfield. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs. This college football playoff game is all tied up, and it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. That fumble from the last possession set up a touchdown. And they bounce back from that costly error here. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
1st down and 10 now. They'll run it here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Here's the 2nd down play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? And he's tackled just short of that 1st down marker. Good job by the defense.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
That's just mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line does their job, gets a nice surge there, and the back does what he needs to do to pick up the first down.
We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. This Missouri offense is moving quickly down the field. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's inside the 15. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The shotgun handoff here. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards in the first half. So really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action. Opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
So now it's 3rd and short from the plus 25. They're in field goal range. Let's see what the call is. They're thinking about touchdown, of course. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. On the run here, lets it go. Caught near the goal line. Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. He's swarmed by the defense. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Another handoff to him on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Tigers. This offense cannot be stopped. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Look at this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. It's a squib kick, fielded by one of the up men. Tackle is made at the 43, but that's a good return and good starting field position. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught on the outside. It's Pollard. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. And the Mustangs hustle to the line to run the hurry up. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a big chunk play on the final play of the period. The Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. On the move. Still going. It's a foot race. Can they catch him? No! Touchdown! That is an unforgettable moment for that kick return. A touchdown in a playoff game.
Great blocking to set this return up, and of course you can see his natural instincts as a runner. Once he got through that initial surge from the coverage unit, nobody's going to stop him from scoring.
The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. Dropping back, it's Davis. And he lofts one deep over the middle. Makes the grab down at the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Missouri. And they go in front here in the second half.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. You get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. On the run, it's Bryant. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. After the first down loss, it's second and long for the 17.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Here's the throw deep downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. The Mustangs lining up here on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Second down here. Looking to throw again. He's escaping the pocket now. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack. And the Mustangs will come to the line to run the hurry-up. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Receiver makes the grab. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. 7th play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
He missed it. And after the miss, still down by 7.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. And there's the handoff. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
Man, this guy can fly. He gets one crease in the defense, and phew, he is gone. This guy is as fast as there is in the game.
The offense threatening now, 1st and goal. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Offense facing 2nd and goal. Snags a good throw. Tackle after the completion down at the 1-yard line.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving his defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust that, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, listen, it's easy to sit up here and try to have all the answers, and I try not to be that guy, but it's 3rd down and goal. You just get stopped. You've had 3 chances to put it in the end zone to make this a 2-touchdown lead, and you've not been able to do it. Kick the field goal here if you're smart and make this a 2-possession game.
To throw, it's Davis. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation, that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? The quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
PAT is good, so it's a 2-touchdown lead, 35-21. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. He's moving out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
And he's back to throw again after they had a completion on 1st down. This time it's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down. The Mustangs will crank up the tempo.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw it again. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Most offensive coaches, they're going to be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man. But I'm curious to see if they're going to test this defensive back again because of the excellent coverage he's having out there.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, he misfires again, 3 in a row.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this fourth down situation.
Fourth and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. The pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on fourth down.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. And here's the handoff. Gets some space around the 30. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Dropping back, it's Davis. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Gets loose on the scramble and picks up a decent gain. Short of the first down, though. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Here's the handoff. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. Missouri now operating in the red zone. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Oh, and it's incomplete, and the drive ends right there.
Wow, Chris, I don't know. You've got control of this game, and you go for it here? A little bit confusing. Why even allow your opponent any chance of anything? Finish out the win and just punt it away.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Powers through. They'll tackle him at the 27.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. He's moving out of the pocket now. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
That takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Defense are going to keep the pressure up on this third down. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Drop for a loss after the catch on third down. Sets up a fourth down now.
How about this? The offense gets the ball to one of their playmakers out in space, but the defense, the athletic ability on that side of the ball does a good job of bringing him down short of the first down.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Gets into space at the 50. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Well, that's exactly when you want to go to your little slot receiver, right? He gets a one-on-one matchup on fourth down, has all that room to work with in the middle of the field. Get him the football on fourth down, come up with a conversion, keep those sticks moving.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
How about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Second down after that previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Receiver makes the catch. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Boy, a great slant by the receiver. What I love is the quarterback found the window that he wanted to make the accurate throw.
Now it's third and short in the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Crucial third down play right here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on third down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off that nice play.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Here's the handoff on first and goal. And he's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Coming up, second down and goal. From the shotgun, drops back. Caught over the middle. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Trying to throw for it on third and goal. He's got it near the end zone. And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, they're going to come up short of the end zone, and now they've got an interesting dilemma on their hands. Down by a couple possessions, do they go for a field goal and hope to get the ball back with a chance potentially to win the game? Or this close, do they pull the trigger and take a chance to get the 6 points now?
That's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Remember, a field goal here doesn't do much. So on 4th and goal, they're going for the touchdown. And the call is a quarterback sneak. No, he didn't get there. Tackled short of the marker. That is a crushing play as they try to cut into this lead.
Well, down lead in this football game by more than a possession. They obviously had to go for this. They just couldn't come up with the execution.
So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. Last possession, they went for it on 4th down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? When they hit him just as he releases the ball, it's incomplete. So it's 2nd and 10 from their own 1. Important to get some yards here. They don't want to have to face 3rd and long or punt from this position. Quarterback will try it again from his own end zone. It'll end up being a safety.
Wait a second. You're backed up inside your own 5-yard line, and you go with an empty set? It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It backfires here. I think that's a questionable play call, and it costs you 2 points.
And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. Defense got a big 4th down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. Looking for a deep completion. Makes the catch, but couldn't stay in bounds. Incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Bryant. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
How about the discipline of this defense here on 2nd down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's 3rd down.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. And it's intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Fights off a defender. Run down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that run on the previous play. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to